There are not so many trails in Windy, and the undergrowth is very, very dense. Most parts of the park, it's either going up or you're going down. So like you rarely find a level area in Windy. I mean, you look at the amount of energy involved in setting the camera, and trust me, when you're back to the camera, like, you better have interesting things on this camera after 30 days. Camera traps are basically automatic cameras that are put out in the forest, and they're triggered by any motion to take a picture. We have attached it onto the stem. Now let's switch it on. We have 60 different locations in Windy where we set our camera traps for 30 days.
Today is 20th?
Yes. CT.
The protocol is aimed at determining changes in animal composition with climate change, not only in Windy, but across the tropics.
All right. Aiming in 10 seconds.
We can only monitor global threats if we have studies running at a global scale, and that's what the team is doing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our terrestrial vertebrate monitoring protocol, or the camera trap protocol, is part of a global network of different sites across the tropics doing the same kind of work. We are 17 forests using the same standardized methods to monitor changes in vegetation, ground-dwelling animals, and climate. Most of the sites, it's the local people that are doing the actual work the network is doing. And it's implemented here by IHFC in collaboration with Uganda Wildlife Authority.
We already had an aim, an ambition to set up some long-term monitoring of various kinds. So when team came along with similar objectives, it was actually a very good fit for us to become part of the team network.
This forest is very fragile. If we don't have combined effort from researchers, from politicians, from the local community, it can easily perish. It can easily perish. This is the only forest on Earth where you find the gorillas and chimpanzees feeding together. Where shall we get it again?
So why would we bother about biodiversity anyways? In the tropics, you realize a huge proportion of the population heavily depend on biodiversity for their livelihood. At the end of the day, the data I'm collecting here can actually influence decision making and policy implementation, not only in Uganda, but elsewhere in the tropics. So each time I go out there in the morning and I walk for 8 hours with the machete, finding my way to a camera trap location in the middle of nowhere, I know I'm not doing it because I have to do it because it's my job, but I do it because I know it's a global cause which I'm very proudly contributing to. I'm doing it because I know I have to do it if I'm to save life in the tropics, in Bwindi.